Hey, out there, just wanted to touch base with you. I don't know if it's like everybody else, but I am moving on New Year's Day, and we're moving into the yet-to-be-named Think How to Make Grow headquarters in downtown Tempe in W6. And what's really special about this place is that it has all of the key features to run top-notch boot camps. And that's what I want to talk to you about right now. So for the first couple of years that I was in consulting and helping businesses, I started off doing SEO. You know, I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but I worked for Microsoft for 15 years. And I was an app dev manager. And I was dedicated to companies like Wells Fargo and American Express. And I reported to the CTO. And I was responsible for all development issues on the Microsoft stack. So I got to see a lot of really different things and really interesting things, and I've learned a ton. And back in 2009, I started down a path of, on the side, not necessarily Tim Ferriss style, but close to it. I started down a path of helping business owners with search engine optimization. It became a passion, and then just continued to do that. That's 2009, 2010 is about when I discovered Ryan Dice, Perry Belcher, Frank Kern. Started listening to what they had to say, and all of that stuff made a lot of sense, especially from the fact that I had all of this technology background, masters in computer information systems. I have an undergrad in BIS, which is Business Information Systems. So I understand systems and I understand computers. Wrote my first computer program when I was in 5th grade, so that would have been about 1982. Most people were getting VCRs for the first time when my mother, who worked for a company called Sperry Univac, brought home an 8088 clone, popped in MS-DOS disk. Actually, it was DR-DOS at that time, and I haven't looked back. First computer program I wrote was actually on a TI-94A. If you guys know what a TI-94A is, super awesome. No permanent stay resident memory, so as soon as you unplugged it, everything that you typed in was gone. Great times. How the world has evolved since then. So what does all this mean for you? Well, what it means is that I, in the last 5 years, have amassed a lot of knowledge around automation, building funnels, understanding marketing, understanding psychology, and then how to use technology to make something happen automatically while you're sleeping. And it'd be positive for you as a business owner and positive for your customers as a customer experience and loving and wanting to buy from you more. 3 years ago, I applied all of this stuff to Shoe Thrill. I was married at the time, and my wife, she had a passion for shoes. She was independent, working for an independent business owner, selling shoes for 10 years. And when I started dating her, I kind of did the math. She was responsible for about $500,000 a year in sales. And I just kept asking, why don't you just do this for yourself? And she always had, this long list of fear-based reasons. And after about 2 years of dating, I finally whittled those down. And we got to a point where she realized, she's like, yeah, I got to do this. So we built the entire store around everything that I know from a systems and marketing automation perspective. And she's killing it. And I'm very, very proud of that. And it also gave me the ability to, try some really interesting things that, I wouldn't necessarily tell a client to do some of these things because, they're not totally tested, or I don't have total faith in it, or I have no track record of, implementing that style of funnel and knowing that it, can convert or it can be tweaked. So that gave me an entire test model to try stuff with. And so for this past 3 years, I've been trying out all kinds of stuff. And now I'm ready, and in the last year I've grown a team, and I've handpicked this team. They are awesome. There's Mavi Barena, there's Cindy Morris, Heather Wells, Danny Forsyth, myself. I have John Nelson, who's our copywriter, and then we have a nice development team in India that I've worked with for a long time now. First found them when I was working at Microsoft. So what all this means, again, is that going into 2016, once a month, we are going to be doing boot camps. What that means is that you come out to Tempe, Arizona. You spend 2 to 3 days with us, depending on the length of the boot camp. And you sit down with us side by side, and we roll up our sleeves, and we get your funnels done. There's no more excuses for you. There's no more reasons why you can't get this stuff to work. You have a team that knows how to do this. We do it all of the time. We help Infusionsoft retain their customers, so the people that are stuck, we unstick them. We're digital marketer certified partners, so we understand all of the digital marketer machine, how to get all that stuff into play in your CRM of choice. We prefer Infusionsoft; it's easiest. But if you're adamant that you want to utilize another CRM like ActiveCampaign or Ontraport, you know what? We're certified in those as well. So for us, we don't really care what CRM you're using. What we care about is, are you using the right strategy? If you're using the right strategy, then you can get results. And now, like I said, there's no excuse for you not to be getting the results that you need. Of course, it's going to cost a little bit, but the benefit of that long term far outweighs the upfront cost of doing something like a boot camp. So if you are ready to take your business to the next level, and you are committed to having success in this year, 2016, and you want to participate, now each month these boot camps will fill up pretty quickly, and we're only taking 8 people a month. So if you want to be one of those people, then you should jump in and do this now and get scheduled, because there's only 12 months in a year, and we're only taking 8 per month. So do the math. There's not a whole lot of spaces, and the reason why we're limiting it to 8 is because we really want you to get the maximum value out of it. So I've helped this last year, in 2015, I helped Frank Kern develop his boot camps. And for the first half of the year, I was a facilitator at his boot camps, gave him feedback, gave Brett Martineau feedback in Aurora, Venezuela. I love those guys, and I love what Frank is doing in those boot camps. And now I'm doing them as well. So I have the experience. I also have been doing Infusionsoft accelerators for the last 3 years. So if those of you know what the Infusionsoft accelerators are, they're similar to what we would be doing with the boot camp. However, at the boot camp, it's a small group of people, just 8, and our entire team, and you get that one-on-one experience, and you get results. So, like I said, for 2016, if you are serious about getting your funnels implemented, and you understand that the cost of getting this stuff built now is going to create so much revenue and sales that it's a no-brainer. Honestly, it is absolutely a no-brainer. I know that when I built out my funnels for a shoe thrill, my funnel builds, I've calculating out the time as far as what my build rate is for what I did for shoe thrill. I spent probably about $26,000 on building out funnels for that store. And now those funnels work like magic. Every weekend, if we run a flash sale or we run an engagement where we invite somebody out for an event, think webinar, then that generates $4,000 to $5,000 in sales for that weekend. So, how many weekends are there in a year? 52. Come up with 52 different reasons to have somebody come into the store, times that by 5,000, definitely outweighs the cost of that funnel build. So look at your business. What's your lifetime customer value? What's your average ticket price? What would happen if you increased that by 10% each month? What would happen? How would your business be? Where would you be at? Would you be even able to handle it? So if these are things that you want in 2016, then you need to hit us up and start getting on that wait list for the boot camps. There isn't an order page yet. There isn't a sales page. There isn't a sales video or anything like that. This is the first time that I'm really publicly broadcasting out that we're doing boot camps. And some of you have already done our betas last year. So October, November, and December, we had some betas. And those beta members have gone through our boot camps, and they'll probably start chiming in soon about their results, and I'll be doing some interviews with them in the next week or so. But the main thing is, again, are you the person that gets that they need to build these funnels, maybe a little struggling with the technology, and I understand that because you got a business to run and you don't have time to muck around with this stuff, but you don't necessarily want to give up the control. So what we have for you is boot camps. You come down, we sit with you side by side. We make sure that you get your complete funnel built out before you leave that boot camp. And then we work with you over the next 6 to 12 months to make sure that you are optimizing correctly, you're looking at the right metrics, and that what we built out together is actually producing reasonable ROI. We can't always guarantee it, but if you know you got something to sell and we can help you find out who those customers are, and then we can build the right funnel to build them through and get them through it, then you'll have all the success you need. So, what's the next action? If you're interested, what I suggest you do is you either PM me or in Facebook, hit me up on Facebook, or make a comment on this video wherever it ends up being, or go to thinkhowtomakegrow.com and contact us. We'll be sending out some information on our email list and so on. Like I said, first boot camp is this month, and that's pretty much almost filled. And so start getting in the wait list for February. And now February's boot camp is actually not going to be in Tempe. It's going to be in San Diego, and we're tacking it on the weekend after Traffic Conversion Summit. So that would be a really great one to go to, because you'll get to go to Traffic Conversion Summit and get all the great info and be pumped up. And then that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we got a nice facility, and we'll get everything kind of built out. So that way, when you hit the office on Monday morning, not only can you tell the team that you got all these new ideas, but we got it done. So, like I said, if you're the person that wants to get this stuff done, that you've been struggling, you know the value, you see the value, and you want to work with a top-notch team, then hit us up. And Happy New Year, everybody. This is 2016. This is the year that a lot of people are going to do amazing things, including Think How to Make Grow. And we want to be a part of your business. So hit us up, come down to Tempe, hang out with us, and let's get your funnels built. Peace out.